Good morning, ladybugs. Okay, I guess it's fixed. Weird. Before, like I could hear myself really loud. That wasn't gonna work. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I think this looks a little, brighten that up a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna take care of a little bit of leftover business from my last live. Hi, Lori. Hi, Christina. Um, We did these in the last live, and boy, did they turn out great. All this texture on this one. This one's really, really cool. Well, they're both very cool. This one's also very, very cool. Really, really cute. The dilemma was how to attach the tops. Here I had a metal crown, and this was a hot glue mold that I made. And hi, Micheline, my sweetheart. Um, This was the one that was giving me the most grief. I could not figure out how to attach this. This is a weird, this is a little kind of a stopper top that comes on these Target bottles, and it's an odd material. I don't know what it is. You can't, oh, you know what? It might be silicone now that I think of it, because I tried to like make an indentation with my hot glue gun and I can't melt it. I can't. So it might be silicone, like what molds are made out of. Okay. Well, maybe I just answered my own question. Hi, Dina. Hi, Gail. Um, so here's what I did. I'm pretty proud of myself. This I just put on with E6000, and it's just as sturdy as it can be. It's never going anywhere. So that's on with E6000. And this could be just a darling. I'm looking to see if I have any florals back here that I could put in it. Once you know, I cleaned up, so I don't know where anything is. Um, like you could put just, I'm a big tone on tone person. So like you could put just I mean, this is silk, but how cool that looks. You could just do something like that. That's just beautiful. Or just a bud, or, yeah, very, very, very cute. I love it. Okay, here's the one that I'm kind of proud of. I don't know. This little guy, okay? It's on here very strong. Look, I can hold it by the ears. It's not going anywhere. It's on there very strong. You guys are going to laugh. Look how I did it. I took straight pins and I put them through the bottom. You can go through this quite easily with straight pins. I made them go through the bottom. This comes off, but it's really hard to take off. Okay. And you can see I just lined it up, and then the straight pin, it goes about up to there on the hot glue. So that's what I did. And I just kind of worked them down. See, it's kind of hard to do. So they're not going anywhere. They are not going anywhere. And I think what I'll even do, like that just bent, I think I'll even bend these and kind of tuck them up inside here when I'm done with it. But this top isn't really made to be taken off. But look at that. Now it's not going nowhere. It's on there real, it's very, very sturdy. Very sturdy. So I'm pretty tickled with that. Yeah, it's not moving anywhere. Yeah. A little bit of genius, right, Gail? Just a little teeny tiny bit. Yeah, a little bit. I sat out here for a long time trying to figure it out, you guys. And I thought, and remember I bought a big package of straight pins to get my ribbon under control, and they were laying here on my table, and I thought, huh, I wonder if one of these pins would go through this. And sure enough, I mean, it goes through quite easily. And then I wonder if it'll go through hot glue. It does. So there you go. So yeah, sky's the limit now. I got all kinds of ideas of what I'm going to do with that little bit of information. All right, let's start on today's project. We've got a lot to do. Take this out of here. Let's get you back up where you can see some stuff. We're going to make some tags today. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Shannon. Thank you for sharing, Shannon, for sprinkling. You see a scroll going across the bottom of my page. In April, Facebook is changing things, and I will no longer be permitted to link the oolalashop.com to my Facebook page. My Facebook page will still be there, but I won't have a link. So between now and then, if you would take the time to save the link to my shop to your computer or your phone or whatever, so you can find me if in fact you want to purchase from me, or if I'm your regular stockist, go ahead and save that. You might have done it already, but I'm just kind of putting it out there. Thank you, Lynn, for sprinkling. I appreciate it. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Diane. All right, so here we go. First things first, we are going to make a couple of tags. We're going to use the Le Courrier. This to me is on par with Vintage Textures and Kindest Regards. It's a staple as far as I'm concerned, because look, you can make book pages. If you don't have any book pages, make your own. And they're in French, which is even better. And then this up here is a beautiful, here, this is a new one that I got from my store, but this up here, what am I trying to say? It impresses beautifully into clay. This is a great stamp. Here's the thing I did last year where I stamped that into clay and then, you know, painted it and antiqued it. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, it's quite dimensional. I made some cracks across it. Look, an important bunny. Yeah, so Le Courrier is a really, really good stamp to have. So, Le Courrier. Lynn, I'll try to figure it out for you, honey. I'll try to figure it out for you, and I'll message you. Or maybe somebody in here can figure it out and tell you. That would be nice. So we're going to do this, and what we're going to, I coffee stained my tags, okay? A little spritz of coffee stain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, I'm just going to do Le Courrier on the back of my tags. That's going to be what the back of my tags will look like. And I'm going to do them in black. So I'm going to do, there's all kinds of, like, you could do that, and you could have these two cool little things down here just for something different. That looks good. I like the way that one. Let's do the back of one with this. I don't know why I have this out. I'm not really going to use it, because I haven't taken this stamp off of this. I could take it all off and put it on, you know, on the stamping pad thing, but maybe the next one. Maybe we'll do that with the next one. I'm in creative mode, so I'm not really thinking super clearly. Well, I am, but I'm thinking about, you know, this stuff. So let's put this. And remember, this is just the back of our tag, okay? Look, I have my little, what do they call it? A pressure tool. It's called a pressure tool. And I think it'll work on the back of my Iron Orchid stamps that are not off of their backing. Why wouldn't it? Of course it would. It is working. Oh, that looks very cool. And then if you're careful not to move things around, you can go back in, and this thing's nice. Okay, so there's the back of one of our tags. Looks very, very cool. I really like that. And, you know, we'll do the edges and stuff Hi, Belinda. Yeah, it's a great stamp. Sheila's here. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Lori. Two Loris. All right. If I miss saying hi, Carol. If I miss saying hi, I'm sorry, but I get into it and I forget to look over there. And then once it scrolls past, I can't go back and look. So if I don't say hi, it's not because I don't appreciate you being here. So we're going to be here for a while, you guys. We're working on the backs. Okay, that's going to be covered. So I think this is going to be the back of this tag. So let's take kind of like that, because it's like a, what do you call it? It's like a table of like measurements and stuff, which is kind of pretty cool. So let's use, I don't know why I keep messing with that. I'm not going to use it. So let's ink this part here, and we'll put that on the back of our other. I'm going to be careful not to get a bunch of ink on like either side here. Try not to. There's this little, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little straight little piece down at the bottom that I love. So I'm going to make sure I get that inked. Okay. Yeah, so this little pressure tool is going to come in handy. I've not used it with, on my Iron Orchid stamps that I don't have everything taken off of. I haven't used it yet, but boy, did that work out well. So let's do it again. I don't have enough room. Okay, so I've got it down. I'm holding it and take the pressure tool. Oh, this is great. I'm just going to press. Oh, that's really good. Oh, so good. Look at that first try. Look at that. That's amazing. That looks really good. I'm super happy with that. We're going to use Courier on the front as well. So I'm making two different cards. I'm making kind of a yellowy one, and I'm making a black and white one. Okay, so I'm using these. This is kind of a yellowish green scrap of paper. Okay, that's scrap of paper. Hi, Robin. The pressure tool is in my Amazon store. It is. Hi, Mary. Well, Mary, check and see. Honey, I'll check my records and see if you have it too, okay? Robin's here, Belinda's here. Okay. The pressure tool is pretty cool, you guys. I mean, look at the beautiful images I got on the first try. Not that I couldn't have got them without, but whew, it was nice. Yeah, it was a nice little thing. They're not much. I don't know. I think they're $6 or $7. Totally worth it. That was a good purchase. Not everything I buy was worth it. I feel like that was worth it. Okay. So what I'm hoping to do is do a little tiny bit of watercoloring on one of these tags if we get to it. This is a lot. This could go very long. I could get tired and quit. All kinds of stuff could go on. Yeah. It is worth it. If you've got any kind of, arthritis or anything, this is really nice because you're just holding it and, yeah. Okay, so I did that wrong. I wanted my coffee mark there, more there. I'm going to put a little more coffee on that one and we'll let it dry. Yeah. Yeah, it's a hockey puck. It's for playing, what's it called? Air hockey. That's exactly what it looks like. Yes, Diane. You, Diane recommended that to me, and thank you so much. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so there we go there. Yeah, the brayer, yeah, but yeah, it can slide. And yeah, this pressure tool it's very soft on the bottom. It's got like a felt thing on it. I've used my brayer for years and it's worked, but you're not getting the even pressure that this, like I can feel it when I press down on this. I'm getting complete even pressure over the whole thing, as evidenced by the beautiful impression I got, you know? So yeah. Okay, so here's my thought. I'm going to do like half the page is going to be paper and the other half is going to be stamped. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp first. And I like this stamp because it looks like a book page. First, I was going to use book pages, but then I thought not everybody has books that they want to tear apart. So I thought, no, I'm going to use this because it looks like a book page and it's in French. So double lovely. Okay, so let me think about this. I'm turning this upside down so this can go here. I want to use my stamping platform. Hi, Lori. Hi, Sherry. All right, so if my paper goes on this side, I want my words to go on this side. So I'm going to go like that. Okay. Then I'm going to come in a little bit because the paper can cover it. So I'm going to come in a little bit just so I'm sure that I have all of the, you know, as much wording as I want. So I'm going to lay that there. That's pretty straight. I'm going to come with my, I'm going to pick up my stamp. This is called a stamping platform, and I love it too. Didn't know I needed it. Sliding for San Diego. Hi, Karen. Nice slide. Ribbons. We'll talk about ribbons when we get to them, honey. Tell me again where you put your little magnets, where I got my little magnets. Honey, the magnets come with the stamping platform. The magnets come with the stamping platform. I just covered mine with, a ladybug told me to cover them with washi tape so they're easier to deal with. And that was absolutely the right thing to do. Because they pinch you. They're super, super strong and they pinch. But now they don't pinch because they're covered with washi tape. So, okay, so then you're going to close this. Okay, you're going to take your pressure tool. Nothing's going nowhere. Nothing's going to slide. Pressing down. Now I can look at it. Here and here, I didn't get great adhesion. I don't know if adhesion is the word I want. I didn't get a great impression. So I know that that's a part that I need to come in and go over a little bit more. It could be that I didn't ink that really, really well. I'm not worried about it being like this super crisp impression because I want it to be a little faded. That doesn't bother me at all. Where is that? I'll put just a little bit more ink and see if we can't get. I don't know. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of tags. It does not want to ink. You know what? There must be a reason for that. I'm going to leave it just like that. So there's our one. There's our one tag that we've done. Okay. Here's our next tag that we're going to do. I'm going to do the same thing. Same thing. Make sure it's in the right spot. Yes, it is. Nice inking. There we go. Flip it over, get your pressure tool, and just go to town. Let's see how we did. Very nice. That's so weird. Where is that? Okay, it's right there. Either it's bent funny and it doesn't want to accept ink. I don't know what's going on because we have the same, look, it's the same area that was on the other one. Very weird. This was even more so. But the pressure tool will help me correct that. Now I can close that because I know it's exactly in the same spot. There we go. And I'm taking, like, you can leave it flat or you can do it a little bit on the edge. And I'm doing a little bit on the edge so I can really get it. There we go. And again, I don't want this like super crisp, you know, I want it to look kind of faded and stuff, you know. Okay, awesome. So there's what in essence is book pages, okay, on our tags. And that's from the Le Courrier stamp. And it's in French, which is even better. Now I'm going to take paper. I'm going to do this kind of yellowy green paper on one. On camera, it doesn't look inked well. Well, it's not super dark, but I don't want it super dark. It is black. I want kind of that faded look, you know, because by the time I antique everything, I want it, I don't want it like the crispest. Crispest? Is that a word? I don't want it crisp, is what I'm trying to say. So now I'm going to take a piece of paper and I'm going to mark it like this and like this. Okay. I'm going to cut two pieces of paper like that. I'll do them both at the same time and then I won't have to do it again. I'll have my two pieces of paper that I need. So I just marked the top one and then I'll just put the bottom one under it. We get a 2-for-1 kind of situation. There's my two pieces of paper. Now I'm going to be doing this and this, but I don't want just straight lines because that doesn't look all that great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see where, so I need to tear about there. Right now I'm making a mark of where I'm going to tear this paper. And if I tear towards me, I will expose the white core of the paper and then we can ink that. And that would be really good. So I'm going to start it right about up here. I'm going to, don't overthink this, don't make yourself crazy. I'm just going to tear, look, just like that, okay? Now, that's going to go there. So much better than having just a straight edge of paper. We're going to ink that, it's going to look amazing. Let's do the same thing over here. We'll start right about here and end right about here. If you pull toward you, you'll expose what I mean by the white core of that paper. See that white? That's going to soak up lots of ink. Erase your pencil marks. I mean, we're going to ink over them, so they're not really going to show that much. Okay, so that's the base of our cards right there. We do need to ink that edge before we glue it down, okay? Which I am known to forget that. I have been known to forget that. Here's our blending tool. Here's our, I'm going with Vintage Photo, okay? And I'm going to ink. See how that just really takes that ink. It just soaks it right up. The white core of that paper. Quite dark. Go over it a couple times. How much do you love polka dots? See? Look. Fabulous. I might even, where's my little guy? Where's my little pad? Here's my little pad, my little favorite pad. I might even take and go like this because I want it real. I really want it dark. I want it to really, really show there on our book page. I have a book page, right? Audrey, the Le Courrier stamp is in my shop, the oolalashop.com. I'll put all the links after. What I have noticed is when I put links when I start the video, they don't show up. So I have to wait till the video is over. But if you, I think I have 2 or 3 of those Le Courrier stamps left. So if you wanted to go grab one, it's the oolalashop.com. We're going to be here for a while. you won't really miss anything. Okay. Oh yeah, that's just what I had in mind. That looks amazing. Okay, now we're going to, let's glue these down. We're basically just building a home, I guess, for our design. Okay, so my fabric tack, which I use when I'm doing paper because it will not make things warp. It's a waterless glue. Things don't warp when you use it. Right down here in the corner, right against the edge. You can kind of do one of those and do one of those and get it right on the edge. That looks amazing. Isn't that cool? Very happy with that. And we'll do the same with this one. I really like this color. This is just old scrapbook paper that I've had forever. You can go to Hobby Lobby and you can get scrapbook paper, double-sided, single-sided. Sometimes I'll just go and, even though I have boxes of it, sometimes I'll just go and get like 10 new sheets just to have. It's just nice to have. Okay, this one's going to go here. Again, I'm just going to tap it and tap it to make sure it's right in the corner, and it is. Okay. We need to cut up our little corner guy there. Oh, and there. Okay. And then a little corner guy there. And there. Now we have a nice base for our designs. I'm going to take and I'm going to do this all the way around the edges. Look at that. I mean, it just immediately wakes things up. It's so good. I'm going to go all around the edge here. And because these are so white, I'm going to go give them just a little something, something. Okay, I'm not going to make them all dark, but see, I've just kind of calmed them down a little bit. And I like my corners to be quite dark. You know, I'm thinking this may be one of the rare occasions that we don't use. Well, yeah, we're going to use it. Who am I kidding? I'm just going to say, we're not going to use vintage textures, but we are. Of course we are. There. Okay, so now I've got, well, we might as well do the back while we're here. Because this goes really, really quickly. And sometimes when my card is like kind of light in the middle, I'll take it and just, not even re-inking, I'm just giving it like a little bit of a smudge. Look at that. That looks like an old ledger. That's so cool. They're felt. They're felt. They're in my store, honey. In my Amazon store. I'll put links to everything, you guys. And they're nice because you can change them out. Like I have one for gray, I have one for black, and I have one for vintage photo. And you just change them out. They peel right off. See, like that. They peel right off. I take that back. This is foam. Okay. Oh, these look good. I'm happy. That looks good. Let's get vintage textures. Where are you? You know I'm going to use it, you guys. It's just silly to think I'm not going to. Let's do this. Let's blot it a bit so we can control what's going on. And let's just do this real quick. Yeah, see? It's just the right thing to do. So you can see the difference now. This has just like little distress lines that this does not have. It's just another layer of interest. So it's always good. And then I usually come in with these little dots and place them strategically because I love the dots. Okay, that looks good. I think my pad is finally getting to where I don't have to really blot it. Remember, it was so juicy for a long time. I don't have to blot it as much. So let's put this here and go like this. Yeah, that's, look how much better that looks. That just looks better. Love it. Put a few little dots right there. Ribbon will probably cover that, but okay, we are off to an excellent start. That's very, very good. Okay, so we've got those done. Now I have these stamps. They're in my Amazon store. I've been dying to use them. I used them once. We're going to use them today. One I'm going to stamp on watercolor paper because I want to watercolor the one that's kind of yellowy green. The other I'm going to stamp just on cardstock because it's a little thicker. And I'm going to leave it black and white. And it's going to go on this one. So the black and white one, I thought I was going to go with, which one? I like these. I like these. Let's go with these. Yeah, let's go with this one. Okay, so we're going to take that one off. We're going to take our stamping tool. We're going to put this here, not stamping platform. I'm going to put my little magnets on here so that can't move around. I'm going to, I don't know how much of this I'm going to use. I know I'm going to be cutting some off, so I'm just going to stamp the whole thing. Face down, close your stamping platform. You've picked up your stamp. I'm doing this in black, okay? Ooh, you got me on the big screen. Wow. You know, I've had a couple of people reach out to me and say, why don't we ever see you anymore? It's like, because I hate adjusting the camera. That's why. And because on the days that I don't have makeup on, I'm not going on camera. So I just don't ever go on camera anymore. I always just have my camera set. I never really change it anymore. That back and forth C6 stuff, oh, it drives me crazy. So that's why you don't see me anymore. Plus, you guys know what I look like already. All right. So, yeah, I think my black pad might be a little dry. But I'm not going to ink it right now because then I'm going to have too much ink. You've got to be careful of overstamp, okay? Because it can transfer. You don't want that. I got a little bit there and I got a little bit up here. It's actually easier to get it off with a Q-tip, but of course I don't have a Q-tip handy, so. Okay, so then you close here, okay? Just like that. Where's my pressure tool? There's my pressure tool. I'm going to do this. Now listen, you don't need a pressure tool. You can go like this, which is what I did for a long time. This is so much more satisfying. In fact, these things should come with a pressure tool, in my opinion. Let's see how we do. Oh, look at that. That is a perfect, perfect, perfect impression. Perfect. Okay, so that is my cardstock. Wow, look at that little tiny writing and you can read it. That's amazing. So this is going to go on here. This is my black and white card. That's going to go on there. I'm going to use this one, this sunflower for my yellow card. And I'm going to put that on watercolor paper because I'm going to want to watercolor in that sunflower. So you can use your any stamps and then watercolor them in, which is cool. Like if you don't think you're great at drawing, let your stamp do it for you. And then just watercolor in your stamp. So face down on my watercolor paper, pick it up. You have to use archival ink or it'll smear when you start to paint. So this is archival black ink. Hi, Robin. Let's see you slip in. Okay. I don't think I have any over. I got a little bit of overhang right there. I call it overhang. I'm not sure what the proper term for it is. Overstamp. I don't know. Okay, that looks good. Close it. If you don't have a pressure tool, go like this with your fingers. If you have a pressure tool, boom, you're in business. This is so much easier. Okay, I want a little bit more pressure here, so I'm going to kind of bring it up onto its edge. Not getting, I think I didn't get the ink down in there enough. I'm going to re-ink that flower. It's kind of recessed down in there a little bit. But see, you can do that with this because nothing's moving. That's better. I cannot get over how clear these are the tiniest little letters and they show beautifully. Yeah. Okay, so that's my beautiful result with my sunflower on my watercolor paper, and that's going to go on that tag. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. Now, here's my plan. This is the watercolor one. This is the black and white one. The fancy folding stampy thing here is called a Robin. Robin, don't get so technical on us. It's called a stamping platform, and yes, it's in my Amazon store. And we've been having a ball with it, haven't we, Ladybugs? We use it all the time. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to cut these down a little bit because I'm going to use them as hold on. We're going to use them as kind of like decorative things here. This one's quite large. Where's my good scissors? Okay, so I think I'm going to cut this one down. There's just no way to do it but to do it. So I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it with this so it's straight. So I'm going to cut it here like that. Okay. And then I want to have Hold on, I don't want to do this on camera because it's a surprise. I don't want you guys to see it yet. Okay, so let's do that. We might use this little word somewhere. I don't know. There's that. See what I'm doing here? I'm just cutting this down. And then it's going to go here. And our paper will still show and our book page will still show. I'm still going to take a little bit more off this side, right up to those letters. Okay. And I think I can take a little bit more off of this. Yes, very nice. Very nice. Okay, so that's going to go like that. That card's going on there. This card is going to go on here. We're going to, you know, zhuzh it up. It's not going to look like that. What do I want to do here? Here, I think I want to take, I know I'm taking off the postmark, which is not like me, is it? Save these little pieces because you'll use them to do something else. I think you'll use them. So I like that. Let me cut that because that's weird. Okay, so that's a good cut there. Then I can't show you this part. Okay. Okay, that works for me. All right, now we're going to this. What is this called? Vintage textures. We're going to do on the face of these because they are very white. Okay, it's not going to work for us. So we're going to do a bit of this. I'm going to blot just a bit because this is really white, so this could. Yeah, see how much better that is with a little bit of texture on it. I'm going to put a few more dots right there because I can. See how much better that is? It's just better. Vintage textures makes everything better. Yes, better, better, better. Okay, this, you know, this one, do I want to do black? Because this card's black and white. No, I think I need to stay with the vintage photo. Oh, that looks amazing. Really nice. Okay, now I'm playing with rounding the corners on these. Just, I don't know why I'm thinking that, but my corner rounder is giving me grief. So let's see if my corner rounder is playing nice today. It is. Oh, okay. So if I rounded the corners on these, yeah, I like that idea. So I'm going to round the corners on these. Oh, I hope I don't take any words off. Oh, man, look how close that did. It didn't take any words off. It got really, really close. I don't know what was wrong with this the other day. It's working perfectly now, and I didn't do anything to it. Okay, so this is my watercolor card. That's going to go over here because we're going to watercolor with it. This is going to go here. This one's going to go here. So let's watercolor right now. Okay, let's get that out of the way so I can seal it and we can use it. I'm looking for my workable fixative spray. Darn it. I don't see it anywhere. Can't admit. Oh, there it is. Look, no panic. I found it. Okay, so we're going to watercolor this quick. It's going to be quick. Just want to put a little bit of kind of yellowy goodness on it. Okay, so here's my watercolors. Here's my, here, I'll get you close. Closer. I haven't watercolored anything in a long time. Okay. This is the color I had in mind. Let me see how it, I want to do a real kind of a dusty yellow here and then a dusty, real kind of olivey green there, and then like a brown in there. So I think this is the color I want for my, I'm going to do a blend of a couple of colors. And I'm going to sample here. See if it's what I like. Yeah, that's what I like. Okay, so I'm just going to, I'm not filling in everything. It's nice to leave some white space. Okay, so there's that part of the card. It looks really good. Now I kind of like this really kind of, it's almost like a greenish brown. It's very kind of mossy and I like it. Let's see, do I like that? Oh yeah. That's what I have in mind. So I'm going to do a very wet application of that, leaving some white. I want to leave some white space. This is just my first layer. So I'll come back in and I'll do some a little bit darker, like shading and stuff. Watercolor is it's a building process. So that's just my first layer of watercolor. That's what that looks like. Okay. Here I thought I was going to do like a very soft, very soft brown. And you can make your colors soft by adding water. The less water you have, the more vibrant your colors will be. Okay, so there I've got the pretty brown of the inside of the, what do you call it? So I'm going to dry it. And then I'm going to come in and add a little more intense color, just in a couple of places. Then the most fun part of watercolor, in my opinion, to splatter. So you want really, really wet watercolor for splatter. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to do, it's not wet enough. See, I'm doing little splatters of the water of the sunflower color. Do a little bit down here. Really nice. Now let's deepen up our leaves a little bit. And then I'm going to do a little bit of green splatter around those leaves. That looks good. Do a little bit of brown splatter in the middle there. Sometimes splatter doesn't go exactly where you want it to go. It's kind of like, so I try to make like a little, sometimes it's better if you just go in and kind of dot it on, especially when you're trying to get into such a small area like this. I'm going to dot it on like that. And when it dries, it will soak into the paper. That's the beauty of the paper, and they won't look quite so stark. So that's it. That is a little bit of watercolor that I did on that stamp. I'm going to deepen a little bit around here. There. Okay. I'm done with that. That is done. It'll be really, really pretty when it's dry. Well, it's pretty now. It'll be prettier. There we go. Okay. And the nice thing about watercolor is you can dry it right away. You can force dry. That's what I'm going to do right now. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. And there's a little surprise. It's going to be really. Whoa, come back. Come back. Actually, there's two surprises. I've been busy this morning. And this I'm just leaving black and white. I'm not coloring that one in. I'm coloring in this one. I love these little flower stamps that I bought. I knew that I was going to love them. I have so many ideas for them, and there's 6 little there's gladiolas and roses and carnations. Yeah, it's a really pretty little set. It's in my Amazon store as well. Okay, so we've got that. Let's give this some interest around the edges. Okay. And this is very, very white. So I'll come in, I feel like I'm a little far away. I'll come in and I just kind of touch it just a little bit. See how it kind of gave it like a little, yeah, I just touch it a little bit. I'm not doing a lot. I just kind of want to tone down that really light situation going on there. That looks amazing. Look how pretty that is on there. Oh, it's so pretty. And there's more. I've got something that's just going to set this up. Mary, you never have them all. Come on, Mary. You know you never have them all. I have so many. But I love them. They make me so happy. So this is going to go here. I'm going to give this a spray with Workable Fixative because it has, yeah, the sunflower is really pretty because it has watercolor. If I try to seal that with a brush, oh, this thing's so hard to open. It will smear. Okay, so you have to seal your watercolors with this. Okay, so I'm going to do this down here in my trash can. So I don't get it everywhere. Okay, so that's all nice and sealed. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. Wait for it. Look what else we're going to do. Look. There. Isn't that going to be gorgeous? I have a couple to choose from. I'm going to take this smaller one because not only are we going to do a butterfly, but wait for it. I have a butterfly key that I'm going to tie on to the ribbon that we put here. How amazing is that? Oh, I'm so happy about this. I can't even tell you. I love when stuff like this works. Okay, so this is drying. I'm going to dry this more. I want to attach this. Oh, this turned out pretty. Every time I watercolor something, I think, why don't I watercolor more? Look how pretty. Look at all the texture and stuff when you splatter and then that ink. And man, that's pretty off of a little tiny piece of paper. Really, really pretty. So if that goes there, we take our butterfly. I think this butterfly is too big. We're going to do this butterfly because we're going to have a big old bow, and then we're going to have that butterfly up there. Yeah, so yes, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to attach this first, just with this, with your fabric tack. And this is watercolor paper that we use because we watercolor. So if my butterfly goes up there, this should go right about there. Oh, look how pretty that is. That's so pretty. That's so pretty. Very happy with that. Now let's rub that. I need a rubby stick. There's one. Is this straight? Straight enough. Okay. We won't rub that on there yet. I'm going to give that a second. I've got this one too, which is nice, but he's huge. Yeah, he's overkill. He's too big. And I feel like I'm still up in the air. I'm still up in the air about which butterfly to use on that. But let's get this card to this place, okay? Let's do that, okay? I did make the butterfly key. I made 2 butterfly keys. I made one for the black and white, and I made one for the yellow. Yeah, and we're gonna do a journal class, and I'm gonna show you how to make keys with. You can make a key out of anything, or you can make the top of the key anything. I guess is probably a better way to say that. Okay, so this is gonna go here, and then wait for it. Look, I have a black and white butterfly that's going to go here. Yeah, that's going to be amazing. Okay, The butterflies are from, I think, they're either from Brocante or Entomology. And I think they're from Entomology. And no, I don't have any Entomology to sell you. So sorry. But if you have butterfly stamps, you can stamp a butterfly and color it in with pencils or whatever. What do we need to do here? Really nothing. I don't want to change this. I do want to antique it up a bit though, because I want it to stay black and white. So we're just going to, you know, do our little edging thing that we do. Like that. Like that. And then I'm just going to give it a little bit of a smush through here. Just like that. Okay, that's done. That's done. That's going to go there. Then we have, these are so cool. Then we have ink the sides. The sides of what? I did the sides, didn't I? What am I missing, Belinda? Tell me what I'm missing, because it's very possible that I'm missing something. I get in the moment and I forget and I miss stuff. Ugh, I love this. What am I missing? Oh, I got it. Okay, thank you. Woo, okay. So this is stapled together. So let's take that apart. So I'm going to cut that staple off of there. I feel like it's going to give me grief. Put this that way. Let's, love, love, love. So what you have to consider is that like the key will probably go that way, so the butterfly should go that way. Okay. And then I think that's really good placement for the ticket itself. So let's attach this. Oh, and then you guys, we get to do ribbon. So if this is going up here, perfect, perfect, perfect. He's going to go right there, like that, and then the big thing of ribbon will go there. Maybe we need to bring him down a little bit because there's talking to myself. So I'm going to put him right here. And I did not seal these with anything. I find that transfers work on paper really well. I am going to seal the entire thing with polyvine, with a satin polyvine, because I have found that when you seal tags, like with a polyvine, they kind of look like leather. And I really like that look. So I will be doing that. Oh, that's really good, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's really good. I'm thinking. No, no, not doing it. Not doing it. I'm not even gonna speak it into existence, you guys. Maybe I want to do a really big. So if I got my, maybe we'll go like that. Maybe I will use this big butterfly. Big, beautiful butterfly. I think I will. I think he's gonna go right there like that. Yep, 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 yep. Okay. Every time Tuesday rolls around, I think I'm going to be able to come up with something, another tag. There's just, you just get stuff out and you start looking at it. And, you know, and I look on, I look on, what's that place? Like Instagram and stuff, like for inspiration. And I look at a lot of watercolor artists. They do a lot of stuff that inspires me. I don't necessarily watercolor it, but like their design might inspire me. Oh, that was amazing. Love the black and white. How much do you love the black and white? Love that. We gotta find a backing. There we go. Okay, now we've got keys and ribbon, and then we're done. Okay, let's talk about ribbon. Thank you, Lori. Okay, let's talk about ribbons. So I've got some ribbons here that I like. So my first thought is to do these colors with a base of, I'm doing the polka dot. And remember, you can take this, see how this sari silk is all folded up on itself. You can take it and make it damp. Like I'm going to spritz just a little length of it with my water bottle. And you can unfold it. Look, now you can see the polka dots. So that's something you can do with sari silk. And now I can tie a big bow, and some of the polka dots will show, whereas before they show, but not like I want them to. So I just go like that, spread it out a little bit, let it dry. We'll leave this over here to dry while we work on this one. I kind of like that too. So I have a lot of options for this. This, I don't know that I like this. I think it might be too much yellow. Let's spritz it open and see what happens if it's too much yellow. I feel like I could do yellow and green. What about yellow and green? That'd be really pretty, wouldn't it? Yellow and green would be really pretty. Is that too much? No, it's not. Yay. Hooray. All right, so I'm just kind of opening this up to so I can tie it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them next to each other and I'm going to hit them with some heat so they dry. They dry really quickly. Very thin. I wonder if it's real silk. They're called sari silk, but it's so inexpensive. I find it hard to believe that it would be silk, but it could be, I guess. I really like this green. Let's see if I can get it to crinkle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm going to dry that. All right. So I think I am going to, I am going to go with this yellow. It's bright in your face, but I like it. I'm going with it because we can tone it down with a little bit of that green. So I'm just going to tie a big bow. I love my big bows. Oh, that's really pretty. And then we'll do a little side. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's so, it looks like a Italian countryside, doesn't it? That's what I'm telling myself anyway. I'm going to put a dovetail on this, I think. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I never remember which way to cut it. Okay, so if I want it to be, if I cut it that way, I think you cut into the, all of a sudden my scissors have gone dull, like from one cut to the next. Come on. Here, look, dovetail. Generally, I get the second one wrong. I don't know why that's so hard to. So I cut into, right? Yes. Oh boy, that's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, let's tie this little guy up. It's a beautiful color. I don't even know where I got this. Is the only piece of this ribbon that I have. No idea where it came from. So pretty, and it's the perfect color. Just kind of a dark mossy green. It's going to go that way. Maybe it'll go and yeah, like that. Won't that be pretty? Pretty, pretty, pretty. I feel like I should seal these before I put my ribbons on. That makes the most sense. So I'm going to get like all of this done, and then I'm going to seal it, and then I'm going to let you guys go. And then after it dries, I'll put the ribbons on and stuff. Because I'm losing you. You guys are jumping ship. All right, here we go. It's a lot to sit here for more than an hour. I get it. I try to keep it to an hour, but sometimes you just can't get there in an hour. Oh, thanks, you guys. Thank you very much. So we've got a big polka dot bow here. Man, I love this stuff. But I have 5,000 yards of it. I have a lot of it. That's beautiful. Ugh, the end on this is not. I don't think I'm going to be able to dovetail this one. I don't know. The end on that one is really, really, really unfortunate. Look, look at the edge on that. Almost like pinking shears, which in itself isn't bad, but I don't have a way to recreate that on the other side. I guess I could hold it up and do it. Mimic it with my scissors. I probably could. Bye, Mary. Mary, if you have any questions, honey, just message me. So that, I really want to incorporate some of this because I like how dark that is. Fix this up. I think we need some of this. I like this gray color because it picks up the gold in the key. So where am I going with this? I think white. Because black and white, right? Yeah, the darker ribbon's really good, isn't it? Like this over here looks really good. Very happy with that situation. That's going to be gorgeous. And then I gotta find a way to incorporate that. That ribbon's a little on the crazy side. It because it's so curly. It's hard to get it to do what you want it to do. But I love it. I love that it has a mind of its own. I know I'm off camera, but okay, so then I got a little bit of white right there. And that's going to have to go across there. Is there a home for this? I don't know. Let's see. Hi, Dina. What if we did that like that? Did that like that. And then put the key on it like that. You know what? I'm gonna do these off camera, but it's gonna be something like that because I want to seal these because they kind of look like leather after you seal them, and it's gonna take them some time to dry. And it looks like everybody's got a place to go, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you. When will I see you? I don't know when I'll see you. Soon. How's that? I'll see you soon. All right, you guys, thanks for being here. Check back for pictures in about an hour. All right. Bye, ladybugs.